Good morning. Welcome back to the poll. So, I got a question. How did it get phrased? Why did Mrs. Claus stop aging earlier than me? Why is she younger than me? Because she literally stopped aging later than me. I did not meet Mrs. Claus until roughly when I was about 400 years old. Yeah. You see, people don't think about my childhood. When I grew up in Patara, I grew up a normal human. I wasn't always Santa Claus. The name Santa Claus didn't come for centuries down the line of my life. So, what I did at that time as a mysterious gift giver, mysterious gift giver that people believed was the spirit of Saint Nicholas. They happen to be right, partially because I wasn't dead. I wasn't a spirit. I was very much alive, but they would have no way of realizing that I had stopped aging. So, pardon me. So one night, I am in a tent. Well, I was going into a tent to leave a loaf of bread for this family. As I entered into that tent, there was a figure already there. Now, as I could only possibly be the only ever gift giver in the world, they could not possibly be leaving gifts. Turns out that's exactly what they were. I thought they were burglars and trying to rob this family. Turns out the other person in the tent thought the same of me. They saw my loaf of bread in my hand and thought it was a stick because it was very dark. It was nighttime, very dark. I saw a loaf of bread in their hands. I thought it was a stick. But we both had the sense of mind to not wake up the family. So we hurried out of the tent, and as we were about to tell each other to drop our weapons, we both realized what was in our hands was a loaf of bread. And turns out that who is now Mrs. I'll tell you why I don't ever say her name in another video. But turns out Mrs., who will eventually become Mrs., was leaving gifts for families, being inspired by this mysterious gift giver. She didn't believe that it was Saint Nicholas because Saint Nicholas had passed. But she was inspired and she wanted to spread that kind of love and joy and positivity in the world as well. Imagine her surprise when I told her who I was. So I was maybe 400 whenever I finally met her. And when she joined me in my gift giving mission, see, at the time it wasn't just one time a year. We did it all year long, wherever we were, traveling around the world on foot at this time. And so when she decided to join me on my gift giving mission, we did not discover for a few years that she also stopped aging. And so she now appears quite younger than me because appearance wise, she is quite younger than me. In reality, she is quite younger than me by about 400 years ish. So yeah, well, was that the question? Why did Mrs. stop aging earlier than me? So there's your answer. Not earlier, technically later. Thank you so very much for being here with me this morning. I believe this is going up on a Saturday. I hope that everybody here enjoys my videos, enjoys the community that I'm building with the Positivity Army. I absolutely love you being here. You can find me going live here sometimes. I'm not here nearly as often as I would like to be on live. TikTok is growing a whole lot faster, and TikTok is, think of TikTok as the megaphone. I'm finding more people to be a part of the Positivity Army while slowly trickling them to YouTube to grow more. TikTok is so fast. Fast. And as soon as I create a piece of content and it goes away, it's gone. It's gone within a matter of days. Here on YouTube, you get to stay. You get to watch and continue watching. And it grows a lot more efficiently, which also means slower in this case. So if you want to help support the Positivity Army, there are several ways you can do it. Use the link in the description below to find all sorts of different ways you can help, become a part of, so on, so forth, including our Patreon. We have a Patreon. $2 a month is all I ever ask from my patrons, because that is the point of the Positivity Army, you see. Small acts done with a large group of people. Now, do I want any one person to do an awful lot? No, I don't, because that can become inconvenient, and that becomes how people don't like to give. But if it's something small, insignificant to the person doing the giving. In this case, we're talking money, we're talking monetization, we're talking $2. $2 a whole month. It's like 6 cents a day. It's way less than that, wouldn't it be? I don't know. Small acts of kindness over a large group of people. Please excuse me. Sorry. That is what the Positivity Army is. So you can help us, support us through our Patreon. You can help donate some to my hot cocoa fund. I'm partial to that one. But the easiest way to support the Positivity Army, I believe there's going to be a button up here. I believe it's going to be up here. The subscribe button. It's completely free, but it is absolutely the best way to support the channel. And you will become a part of my Positivity Army. I could not appreciate that enough. I could not appreciate you enough. Thank you so very much for being here, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.